So today's 16th April. As you just saw, I tilted today. My mental was actually broken today. Like it was fucked. I pretty much tilted, and overall I lost $250. That's US dollars, which converted to Australian, it's around 350 because I'm from Australia. That's my currency, and yeah, it's a kind of depressing to think about it because that's like what, like a whole 9 to 5 shift for me at in Australia. But plus taxes are actually probably like 10 hour, 11 hour shift for me to make that. But you can't think like that. You can never think like that in the markets. Like it's not my money until it hits my bank account. So I'm thinking of this, it's just an investment. Like right now, that loss was just a lesson. It's just an investment to not do that again later, hopefully. But anyways, I'm just gonna recap what happened yesterday. Essentially, in my Discord journal, um, you can join it if you like, but basically I just journal it. It's currently basically private, but we public when people join. I wanted to, we're still bullish. Look, this whole week has been actually fucked. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all bullish. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, I was thinking maybe we're gonna rebalance. Not, we just make a small SMT go higher. Small SMT go higher. So today looked a little bit different. Like we did have this SMT very high probable at the high of day, which was a 90-minute daily and a micro cycle from quarterly theory concepts. And then we go lower from here. We go lower. Order flow from here shifts to bearish, and I was like thinking, we're gonna probably tap into this 4 hour at least, and we do this 4 hour gap. This was in my analysis here. So I was looking bearish at market open, but it really depended on where market open manipulated. Um, but yeah, like I was looking for at least going to the 4 hour. However, just due to the yesterday, due to the day before, I didn't, I really didn't want to like take shorts in this type of market where we're just going straight up. We're pumping straight up. Even from a small SMT here, we just pump straight up and price doesn't need to rebalance specifically. And my main target higher was like this internal high right here. It's like the high right before all-time highs. So this was the target. But yeah, basically wanted to see us rebalance and then go higher. But wasn't too keen on taking those shorts for the rebalance because like, you know, price has just shown us we've been so bullish recently, so low probable to take shorts in this kind of competition. But then coming into market open, like right here, order flow was quite bearish. Like here we have a SMTF, which means we tap into this fair value gap on the NQ, but Y ES doesn't, and then we go lower. And also holding previous day high SMT right now. Pre week YM doesn't manipulate previous day high. Well, NQ and ES do, and then we create a high of day, very high probable here, where we create multiple SSMTs and then go lower. But then coming to market open, I was open to take shorts if there was a good entry. That was. Then just coming to market open, look, I wanted to see a microcycle, yeah, which we do get. Um, 930 here. Um, we do get a valid manipulation to true day open. This was true day open, and then we go lower from here. So this, we take out this on ES and YM, the previous microcycle high, but this is a hidden SSMT, which means the handle body closes above on NQ, but the fails on ES right here. And this is valid. This is completely valid. However, just because of how like much we displaced here, it was just hard to find an entry for this kind of move. Just if I took it from here, and where was the 4 hour gap? It was right here. It's just not very good RR for me. Like it's under one. Like taking this entry CISD, and I would rather just wait for market open to really present itself before taking an entry. But like the dumbass I didn't follow my rules, and this was the trade I took. I got pretty FOMO, and honestly, this first trade, it wasn't the worst. Just because I was looking for a continuation of this gap, since we do have the valid SSMT at the highs. And what we do get here, I think I entered on this candle. Yeah, this candle. We manipulate previous 1 minute high here, but we don't on YM. That's an entry for a trigger for me for a continuation of this gap as well. And it's the SMTF as well because we make a gap on NQ but fail to make it on ES. Um, but I just didn't wait for a 15-second CISD here. There was supposed to be, when I take these entries, I'm supposed to wait for a 15-second CISD, but there was no 15-second on the 15-second time frame. So I entered prematurely here, which was obviously a bad trade, regardless. And I quickly just, when it went to profit here, I just quickly closed. So basically a break-even trade. Um, yeah, but I was definitely not supposed to take this kind of trade at all. You just wait for market to, manipulate lower and then maybe take a long after. But then we get here, I get impatient again because I'm like looking for longs. We make this, let's see, this is the previous 90-minute low. Yep, previous 90-minute low on here is over here. So at this point, that's, there wasn't any SSMT at the low either. I take a long stab here. We manipulate to the end dog, which is the new day opening gap. But I just don't see there's no SSMT attached to this part. And also, we're just edging this 4 hour gap. So like, it's really not probable for us. Hold on. Give me one moment. Let me see. So which one was it? Let me just replay. This is kind of confusing me right now, but it was this entry right here. Yeah, right here. Okay, so at this point, we actually do have an SMT. This is why I took this. As you can see, we failed to manipulate previous 90-minute low, which is like this one right here. But we do manipulate it here on YM. This is the lowest point right here. We do have this. Then it's honestly not the worst trade. We do have SSMT right here at this point in time, but we take it out after. But at this point in time, we do have it. And then I take it off. This is a 1 minute, oh yeah, 1 minute PSP and 1 minute SMT at this candle right here. We form 15-second CISD right here. Take my entry. Then yeah, it was right here. This entry. Targeting is high because we're bullish. This is the closest high. Also the market open high. And then yeah, we kind of go up. We edge my stop, go up, and then we just get stopped out. Yep, a very chop, caught in the chop. And in high, like the entry triggers were there, the manipulation was there. It was just that on the narrative side of things, we're edging the new dog really. We're still need to fill the new dog. We just tapped into it, and then we're also so close to the 4 hour gap that, it's more probable to assume we're going to take it first than we do take it first. But in hindsight, look, there wasn't any short entries really that were valid here. There wasn't a long entry either. But like, you could argue it was valid just because of how bullish we've been. Like the day before, when we created 90-minute, we just go higher without tapping into any gap below. So it's kind of difficult. It's a difficult place, but definitely in terms of probability, it's way better to wait for it to manipulate into the gap before taking an entry. But yeah, right here, we manipulate into the gap. This whole place is the gap, 4 hour gap. And I'm looking here, yeah, longs should play out now. Like, it's a valid manipulation lower, tap into the unbalanced gap, now go higher. So, The thing I was waiting for though was a SSMT within this gap. So I was waiting, maybe perhaps we can't make it here anymore. We took the lows out on every asset here. Maybe we will make it on the next micro opening or maybe 90-minute opening. But so I was waiting. So waiting. But then we just slowly like distribute here. This kind of move just sucks because there's no CISD. Next CISD on the 1 minute is up here. And that's just such a low RR entry, low probable entry. I was just waiting for like, I was looking for something like this to happen, like manipulate and then go high. This would have been perfect setup, perfect smart money reversal, but instead we're just waiting. And another confluence why I was looking for longs was on the 15-minute, right here, you see? This was a devil's mark, which means we just immediately expand lower here without a wick. And this is kind of like a liquidity or a strong draw on liquidity here as well. So this was my target if I was gonna look for longs first. That was my first target. Second target would have been up here. But here we do get this microcycle right here, but I just didn't like it. Like, yeah, this would have been a entry, but we're we're already quite in premium for NQ, and it's a lot better for NQ to manipulate. That's what I would be waiting for. NQ to make the manipulation leg. But then we're also close to 90-minute cycle. I was thinking, you know what, maybe we could just manipulate it on the next 90-minute to create 90-minute SSMT, which is a lot higher probable because it's on a higher time frame. But yeah, this was just really choppy. Like, even if I entered here, honestly, this would have been a valid trade, but look, we got the 1 minute, we got micro here, 1 minute, we got a 1 minute PSP, 1 minute CISD up here. Still get stopped out here, which is just choppy price action. And then we go higher. So I was just, yeah, waiting here. New 90-minute cycle opens. Looks like we're not gonna make the like SSMT. We're just gonna go higher. So then here, I was thinking, I was kind of tilted already here. I was already tilted. I took a break even. I took a loss, which I shouldn't have. And now I'm missing out the longs that I was waiting for this entire New York session. I was waiting for these longs. So I'm like, look, I need an entry. I really need an entry. It was really FOMO to go in here. And then here, I FOMO in. This entry completely dog shit. I just entered because, like just a small CISD here. Really nothing. Just an entry, basically. Didn't want to miss out taking this high. Take an L. Like, it was like market was reading my mind. Like, how obvious I got manipulated here. Like, all like it's like a hive mind where all the retail traders just FOMO'd in here because of how the market was making it look. I don't know. Subconsciously, I just got attached and just felt the urge to take a trade here. That's just the psychology of the markets, which I should not have taken. But then, yeah, I get immediately manipulated. Like it had zero profit. Just drawdown, boom, manipulated, and that tilted me even more. I take one more trade. This one was more valid. We get, let me see, slightly more valid because we do tap into this true microcycle open. Do have this turtle soup right here, and also manipulates into this 1 minute fair value gap. While this candle, let me see, this was the candle entry. You have a 1 minute SMT between this candle and this candle right here. And this one, there was no CISD, I believe. I just entered just because, which was breaking my rules as well. But I just entered. Didn't want to miss out on this move, which was obviously drawing to this high. And yeah, break even here. I went break even early because I knew, it was a low probability entry, but nonetheless, not a good entry at all. Yeah, but honestly, I don't think there was a single entry for me on continuation or reversal today. Like, it was just not great conditions at all, and I should have just stepped away. Should have, could have, would have, but yeah, that was basically my recap for today. Lost 250 US dollars. Pretty big blow to my account. Didn't blow my account, but it's sitting at 50,500 right now. It was at 800 a few days ago, but took a few losses and yeah, now I'm down back to a profit level I was around 2 months ago, which is actually kind of concerning because I've been kind of break even for like past few months. That means I'm just thinking like, is it just because I'm under risking, which means I'm makes me take low probability stab, but then when I over risk, I can't hold trades. It's kind of just so it's always so like this dilemma. But I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely gonna try and risk more soon, just because I'm at the stage where I'm just not making any progress. I'd rather you know just take trades where I'm not fearful, um, and just you know take trades that where I'm not having any fear rather than trying to save profits because I'm not making anything anyway. And also just take losses like, yeah, without tilting. Um, but also taking wins when I'm entering holding trades just because like what I'm doing now is obviously not been working for the past few weeks. It's just been back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, that was it for today. There was no news either. I forgot. News, no financial juice. It's been a dead week pretty much, but straight up somehow, just in vertical chart right now. But yeah, today was the first time it really rebalanced, and now we're heading to this high. And currently at yeah, just as the day ended, we edged this high, which is the internal high on the high time frame, by literally a tick. So maybe I'm gonna take a trade up to this high if it's not taken. Well, definitely if it's not taken. Um, during like overnight price action, but honestly, I'll probably still wait for New York. But yeah, that's basically it for today, and thank you so much for watching. Today was a very tilting day. Hope you guys didn't tilt like I did. Hope you guys are following your rules. And yeah, use me as an example of what not to do, because like even if you do profit from not following your rules, in the long run, you are gonna lose. You are gonna blow your account if you don't follow your rules. But yeah, that's it from me today, and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.